Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Online Learning. This video is very important for all of you. Finally today TCS Tag Coding Examination 3 March coding question out. In the video we will discuss about the actual coding question and the answer. There are two type of problem, easy level which consist of 30 minutes and medium level question is of 60 minutes. As we know that from 10th March your final NQT will be there and this will definitely helpful for all of you. All the videos for all of you, so subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. You can check out our recent video that is related to coding. Okay, I am sharing this question with all of you. This is shared by one of our family member on Telegram. Like one thing what is the TCS tag examination? As we know that firstly TCS announced the NQT opportunity for 25 batch. At that time they only shortlisted some of the candidates. Okay, after lot of rejection they again give opportunity to us. So if you have a ninja opportunity, so they give you opportunity to upgrade your offer to digital and prime. That's why they conduct the TCS tag coding test. In the particular coding test today there is no MCQ is asked, only two coding question is asked. Okay, and generally from your 10th March your mass NQT is conducted. 10th March mass NQT, this is for 24, 25 and 26 batch. So let's discuss about our first question. So basically first question is find all numbers in a range NLR. Okay, L is a starting number, L is starting number and R is ending number. So like you must check all the number between L and R and print only those number that are divisible by 7, not divisible by 5, not a palindrome. And if no number satisfy this condition, you have to print -1. Okay, so this is the input format that the first line consists of integer L starting number of range, second line is integer R ending number of range. Output format is you have to print separated valid number. If none found, you have to print -1. This is shared by candidates. One thing, today age cases are very different. For that means you have to pass age cases for the digital and prime opportunity. I already said if you solve 1.1 to 1.5 there is a chances of digital, and if you solve 1.5 to complete 2 with the all test cases age cases, so there is a chances of prime opportunity. So this is example number 1. So this is the input. 10 is the basically L, that is the starting number of range, and 100 is the R. In between we have to check all the numbers. So you can see this is the output: 14, 21, 28, 42, 49, 56, 63, 84, 91, 98. First of all, 14 is divisible by 7, 21 is divisible by 7, 35 that is divisible by 5, so removed. 77 palindrome, so remove. We have to check the number in the particular range. What is the palindrome number? So a palindrome number is a number that read the same forward and backward. Suppose 77, if we read from forward, or if we read from backward, the number is same, it is called palindrome number. 121 is also palindrome, 14 is not palindrome, 28 is not palindrome. Okay, so one thing that I have to mention, you can see on my screen that 35 is divisible by 5, so remove 77 and etc. So this is explanation. Now the most important thing, important age cases that you have to know, because today many candidates are not able to pass the age cases, because candidate mentioned that will not pass so many age cases. As we know that first question is a easy level and second question is of medium level, and kindly mention in the comment section how many test cases you passed. So first of all, L is equals to our single number range input 14 14. So as we know that basically what are the condition, input format is it is divisible by 7, not divisible by 5 and not a palindrome. So this condition satisfy, so 14 is the output. 14 is divisible by 7, not divisible by 5 and not palindrome. Minimum possible range is input 1 and 1. So reason 1 is not divisible by 7, so -1 output is there. L is equals to our palindrome case. Suppose 77 77, so both are palindrome, so our condition will be not satisfied, so -1 output will be print. L is equals to our divisible by 5 case, 35 35, output -1, 35 divisible by 5. Most important tricky case, that is a interview trap. 700 and 710, this is a L and this is R. Multiple of 7s are 700 and 707. 700 is not divisible by 5 and 707 is palindrome, not a palindrome, sorry. Okay, like it is satisfied, it's a palindrome, we have to check, not a palindrome. Okay, so output -1, many candidate forgot palindrome check. These are the multiple condition that is mentioned by. It is palindrome, so we have to check the condition, not palindrome. Okay, so yes, it is a palindrome, that's why. So next is related to, this is a Python code. We have to take one L is equals to int input, R is equals to int input, found false. For num in a range L R plus 1, we have to check our condition in the particular for loop in the range. If num is divisible by 7 is equals to 0 and num divisible by 0, if string num is equals to that, print num and found true. If not found, print -1. You can run this code. Okay, so this is the basically Python code related to that. Let's move on to our second question. What is related to the second question? So first of all, second question is related to student average and count matrix based problem are there. So second question is, there is a n student and m subject. So you have to find the average of each student and count how many students are above 50% and print the count. As in our previous video, we solved the matrix related question one day ago. So definitely it will very helpful for all of you. So what are the tasks? We have a n students. N is number of student and m is a number of subject. So our task is, we have to calculate the average marks of each student. Fine. Okay. Count how many students have average strictly greater than 50% and we have to print the final count. So we have two integer n and m, number of student, m is equals to number of subject. Next n line, each line contain m separated integer representing mark of student, and output format is, we have to print a single integer count of student whose average marks is strictly greater than 50. Okay, so first of all, what is the formula of calculating average? The formula of calculating average is equals to total marks. Total marks is equals to number of subjects. Okay, number of subjects, we have to calculate average like this. So now our first condition will be there. Input is, this is n. Okay, number of student, the 3 number of students are there and m is equals to 4 subjects are there. So 3 student, 4 subjects, 60, 70, 80, 90. So first of all, we have to calculate the average. 60 plus 70 plus 80, 90 is divided by 4, 75, which is strictly greater than 50%. 40, 50, 45, 55, 45.7, 47.5, no. Student average is equals to 25, no. And output is 1. Okay, because only one student satisfy this condition. They clearly mention in the output, we have to print a single integer count of student whose average marks is strictly greater than 50. Now one thing, if the question is not exact, means the question is like this, but the condition will be differ. Condition will be differ in many of the cases. Sometimes they mention you have to print with this special condition. So like this, there is no problem at all. We have to just understand the concept. Example number 2, 4 and 3. Okay, 4 students are there and 3 subjects are there. So 50 plus 50 plus 50, average 50, not strictly greater. Average is equals to 60.3. Yes, it's 49 to 80, right? So output will be 2. These are the age cases. N is equals to 1, m is equals to 1. One number of student, one exam will be there, 50, output 0. 50 is not greater than 50. All student below or equal 50, 2 and 3. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50. All students above 50. Okay, 2, 2, 2, output is equals to 2. If we have 50 greater than 50, so there will be output 2. So this is the Python code related to that. N is equals to m is equals to map we are using. Count are as we are setting the 0. We are running a for loop in which we are checking the particular marks. Then average sum marks is equals to subjects. If average is greater than 50, we have to just print the count. One thing that I have to mention, this is a TCS tag opportunity. I already said if you solve the 1 to 1.5 question, there is a digital chances, but they are checking in all the question how many number of test cases you passed. How many number of test cases you passed. If you solve the 1.5 to 2, there is a high chances of prime. Okay. I hope you like our video. This is the question that will definitely helpful for all of you. If you want this PDF, mention in the comment section as a PDF. We will share. Thanks for watching the video.